Hello, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. This is Tim Wright. I'm showing you the Watkins manuscript, Volume 2, for the first time in history. I'm very excited about this book. What it originally was in the posthumous works, Saint-Martin had published, obviously after he passed, the Montportrait book. It was in, I believe, Volume 2, and it was highly redacted. Then later, what happened is Amadou republished the work in French in a very limited Charascript version. And what happened is me and the anonymous translator, Les Émulés Inconnus, which means an unknown emulator, he translated it 2 times. First, he translated the posthumous volume, then he translated Montportrait from Amadou, which was literally a transcription. So we have in English a version which does critical analysis of both of those versions in English. And so what we have is 3/4 or more of the book is in italics. And what that means is that it was not in the original French. It was only in Amadou's transcription. None of Amadou's introduction was included. Unfortunately, you'll have to go buy the book and read French to get that, or Kat Amadou will have to, give you permission to translate it. But the transcription has been put into English, and it is available on Amazon, Volume 2. It's an amazing, amazing thing. So I'm out here in the Pacific Northwest. It's approximately 277 pages. And I say approximately because it took a lot of editing. We basically took it from manuscript into this hardbound form. You can get this and Volume 1. And it has this book, but sometimes there's errors. So there won't be any editorial errors as far as like the book itself, but there are pagination errors within it. However, in Amadou's version, there were these symbols that were in the book, and those symbols have been retained in the Kim Publishing version. I want to see if I can just find it real quick. This is the first time I got this book, so you're literally looking at the proof. But like right here on page 250, there is a blank page. So I will fix that in the future editions, but it's not to cheat you out of pages, because it's already 277 pages. It might be 275. There's very few errors, but there are a couple. So I will own that and fix them. But it's just amazing to have Volume 2 of what was originally known as the Watkins manuscript available in English. I've never even read it in French, not to mention Amadou's rare Charascript French version. So, just flipping to one of them, you'll be able to see the high redaction that was done in the French, number 348, and he numbered all these. So if they're in italics, it means it wasn't included in the original French. Now, this has never been translated to English, but it's never been even put into English from the French, not to mention from the unredacted French of Amadou, which is very rare. We will be coming out with Volume 3, which is Mon Livre Vert, my green book, which Dominique Clarambeau, as you know, I study him pretty intensely, says is indispensable to the treatise of reintegration of beings. So that will be coming out, I don't know, within the next 6 months or so. But we have this Volume 2 of Montportrait by an unknown emulator, human translated. None of this is AI. None of this is an AI translated book. It's a purely human translated book with its flaws and everything. But there is some amazing stuff in here. So this was the inspiration. This was the inspiration behind the brand new 100 Aphorisms book. What I found was that Samartan was talking about the 6 theosophical points of Jakob Böhme. And then in the 5th point, I think it is, the Funte point, I think is how you say it, he says that he found out that there, in German, Böhme distinguished between Verstand and Thun. There are 2 different kinds of magical personas and energies, basically, the ray of the magic. One is magical understanding, and another is magical will. And that the Magus has the magical understanding, sure, but they don't necessarily have the magical will. And some have the magical will without the magical understanding. Very rare is it that someone knows what they're talking about and can do it. That is Verstand and Thun, according to Samartan and Böhme. I'm just so overjoyed to be able to present this and to be able to offer to the world for the first time on Amazon Volume 2 of the Watkins manuscript reconstructed. Based on the original, we have Volume 2 now available. Volume 1 is out there, but Volume 2 is something that hadn't even been available to most French people, not to mention in English for the first time. So Kim Publishing brings you Watkins Manuscript Reconstruction Volume 2. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you go and take a look at it.